Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Karla Genevieve, or Karla G, and my page is all dedicated to fashion, inspiration, becoming the woman of your dreams, and most importantly, thrift vintage hauls. And I've been shopping. I cannot wait to share with you guys some of my new pieces. So let's get into it. So for the past 6 months, I have been rebuilding my wardrobe. So I'm in a bit of a transition. I just turned 40, and I feel like a lot of the pieces that I have weren't reflecting who I am as a woman, who I'm becoming. So I had to let them go. So over the past 6 months, I've been selling a lot of my clothes on Poshmark, eBay. Yeah, that's just it. Just Poshmark and eBay. I had so much clothes, and the money that I made from the clothes, do you guys know that that helped me get a down payment on my new car? Like, if I think about the amount of money that I spent on clothes throughout the years, and I'm not talking about like vintage clothes that I was giving away, I'm talking about like fast fashion. It was like Zara stuff, stuff that I had bought from Nordstrom. I used to be in a huge Nordstrom attic. And it just felt really good to be able to sell it, to give it new life to somebody else, and then to get that money back and to have it help me with some of my goals. So that is where I've been for the past little bit. Recently though, I have been rebuilding, I've been rebuilding my wardrobe to reflect 40 and fine, 40 and sexy. And I cannot wait for you guys to come along with me for this journey, to show you some new pieces, some new outfits, and let's do that. So before I get into my haul, a number one question that I get asked a lot is, where do I shop? How did I get started? So just as a background, I am a fashion girl through and through. I've always been into fashion. My aunt used to have a store. I've had dreams of fashion since I was 4. I went to fashion school. So personal style is always really big for me. Knowing the brands, the quality, material, it's not just about a look for me, it's quality too. So that's how I got into it. And in terms of shopping, I shop a lot at vintage stores, like actual vintage one-off stores. I do shop a lot at like Goodwill and Value Village, Mission stores. I do make a point to go to ones in maybe nicer or higher end neighborhoods. That's always like a big point that I always bring up to people. So like I'm from Toronto, the Toronto area. So for example, like I'm not gonna go vintage and thrift shopping I'm not gonna go thrift shopping in Parkdale. I'm probably gonna go thrift shopping in Baby Village, if you catch my drift. So just find a nicer area, more upscale area where you're gonna find nicer pieces, clothes that have been, that are intact. And usually people from those areas usually tend to buy better made quality clothes, as opposed to going to some thrift stores. Like I literally see Shein and Zara now in thrift stores, and it's very disheartening, but it is what it is. So that's it. Before we start my outfit, gosh, everything I'm wearing is thrifted. So this is thrifted. I'm wearing 3 necklaces today, which I recently got in the past week. These are all gold plated, but of course they're thrifted. And then these beautiful vintage earrings. I love them so, so much. I'm gonna try and take a picture so you guys can see. And let's get into it. I'm a big girl who is a minimalist, but I'm also not afraid of color, and I love to self-express myself. So most of my outfits are pretty basic. I usually start with blouses, I go into jeans, but I just have the basics. So that's what I love about thrift shopping, is that I'm usually tend to pick up basics there that are good quality as well. So, blouses can be bought wherever, but like 100% polyester blouse compared to 100% cotton is gonna feel completely different. They're also gonna last and wash a lot different. This plaid shirt is 90% cotton and 10% wool. So something like this could keep me warmer a lot longer. It is a great material as well, and it just feels really, really good on the skin. So those are some blouses that I have thrifted recently. There is a piece that I have been wanting to show you guys. I am absolutely obsessed. I shop a lot on Net-a-Porter. I don't shop, I just inspire by. I shopped once, and the duties are absolutely ridiculous. That is also a reason why I've got back into thrift shopping, just because of the tariffs and everything that's going on. It's online shopping is a little bit crazy now, especially if you're shopping outside of, like I'm in Canada. So if I'm shopping, I'm trying to buy something from the US or Japan, like the duties are not cute. I picked up this blazer. It has shoulder pads. I absolutely love the 80s is coming back. Anthony Vaccarello and Saint Laurent, they are really pushing like this 80s aesthetic, like high fashion 80s glamour, and I absolutely love it. So I had to pick up a piece. There's shoulder pads in this. I am born in 1985, so I remember my mom and my aunts in the early 90s going out. They would always have on these huge shoulder pads. So I thought that this was really nice. It is by Mr. Jack's. This is made in Canada, and it is 100% wool. So something like this, if you were to buy this in store, would go for hundreds of dollars just because it's 100% wool and it is made in Canada, as opposed to China or Bangladesh, where most of your stuff from Shein, from Zara, from H&M, from fast retailers are from. Yeah. I have been on the hunt for a leather bag. I mean, I would love for it to be a vintage Chanel leather bag, but not this season. So I recently picked up this bag. It is 100% leather. It is very Chanel-esque with the chain straps as well. And to be honest, they're gold plated. And if you know anything about new Chanel, the $10,000 bags are gold plated. Okay. Even the like smaller little $3,000 bags, most of them are gold plated now. They are leather, lambskin, but they're gold plated. So yeah, this is my little vintage Chanel-ish looking bag. I just think it looks so classy. I get a lot of compliments when I wear it. This piece I got this from my local vintage store. I did get it from a vintage store. Can't go wrong. If you are on the hunt for really good winter boots this year, I feel like every year I'm on the hunt for new boots. Again, check out your local thrift store. These are brand new Nine West shoes. I have been on the hunt for some cute booties. I tend to buy my booties usually from like DSW. I'll get like Stuart Weitzman or sometimes Nine West, but I like to get a nice leather booty that's gonna last. So I was really happy when I popped in and I looked in the shoe area. Do not neglect the shoe area in vintage stores. And I know some people get grossed out by buying shoes that other people have worn. I'm really big on buying lightly used. So I know something like this has been lightly used. I'll usually check out the insole. Most of the time I'll replace the insole. I will clean the leather so they are brand new shoes. And these Nine West, they go probably for about $250. They are leather, and these were $22. $22. Oh my gosh. Can't go wrong. As we get into some looks, I just want to really emphasize the point that personal style and being your authentic self and dressing in a way that not only makes you look good, but makes you feel good and actually reflects who you are is the formula to becoming that girl. All right, I know you guys like that one. The art, yes, dressing is an art. John Galliano said it himself. Dressing is absolutely an art, and we should treat art accordingly. Thank you so much for watching my video today, my vintage shopping haul. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe so you can see more videos I post. I will be posting about once a week now, and shorts as well. And don't forget to share. We really need to get to the masses that stop buying fast fashion and get back to vintage and thrift shopping. So if you can share this with a friend, I would really appreciate you. And thank you so much. Again, my name is Karla Genevieve, Karla G, and I will see you guys again very soon. Have a great day.